We back with some more Magicraft, baby. Hope you guys are ready for a brand new save run. This is going to be maybe a series, but it's not going to be daily, all right? We're going to see how the first episode goes, and then we're going to move on from there. If you're new to the game, welcome. I'd like to show you a little bit how I would get started, but please don't think that this is going to be a comprehensive guide or a specific agenda about getting very OP quickly, or how to get meta progression fast or anything like that. I will share my bits of knowledge with you on what I think would be the right direction for any of this, but I really don't know because I don't have a lot of practice in doing stuff like this. Like, my specific playthrough has been the full meta progression set for probably the last 300 hours of Magicraft. So I have no idea what it's like to start over again. I'm just hoping to show you what my game knowledge would do in terms of being at the starting position, and just kind of go through the game, build some combos, and just let fate kind of do its thing, okay? Now, I do have a playthrough with 5 hours on it, which I guess I had did some time back. That was maybe just experimenting with a new save file, and I decided not to go through it because I saw how long it was going to do to take meta progression. But a few of you have suggested that I do this, and I think I want to try it. So, when you're selecting relics in general, starting off, you want to do things that give you the most power at all times, okay? Now, survivability is important if you are bad, okay? So if you play this game and you constantly die, and you think to yourself, why do I keep dying? I need more defensive items. You do. Things like restoring 5 HP upon entering a door are valuable if you constantly take damage. But I'm here to tell you, if your combos are strong enough, you won't have that issue, okay? You won't have it as much. Prospector's gloves give you more coins, which allows you to scale your power level. And that, my friends, is going to do much more than going through a door when you're at full health and not healing anything, right? You with me so far? That's essentially how you need to think about it. You want to scale power first and foremost before anything else. And that's going to allow you to beat bosses, because room clear is important. But really and truly, room clear is only important when you get to higher difficulty levels. It's not hard to clear rooms on the first stage at the first difficulty level. It's not. You do get a few options to make things a little bit easier for you, but in general, I don't think it's that big of a deal in order to just get through the first level. I'm not really good at games, okay? You might say, well, that's easy for you to say, Z. You're really good at games. I'm not. If you watch any of my other gameplay, you'll know I'm pretty bad at games mostly. Another thing that you want to do is constantly monitor whether or not you have keys, okay? Now, a shop presents itself to us, and I don't have enough money to even buy 1 key or 1 shield. I think I need, for a key, I think you need $6. And I was trying desperately to get enough money to get a key, but it's not happening, all right? So I'm not going to go through this shop because I only have $3. Now, there are some little trees in the shop room, so it's possible that I would get enough money to do it, but it's not a guarantee, and it's a wasted opportunity where I could get something else more valuable. So that's just how you have to make decisions in the game. Essentially, when you get to your first shop or your second shop or whatever, evaluate how many keys you have, because keys can give you all sorts of things. Mainly, they can give you relics, which is really good. Okay, so we've got a few spells to choose from right here, and it looks like we've got the ability to use lasers. We've got the ability to use autonomous Grimoire. We only are limited to a single one when we start off. So there's not that many different things that we can hope to accomplish with combinations, okay? The main thing that we want to do is we want to scale damage, and we want to make sure that we stay mobile so that we can play the game well. We have $4 here and the ability to go to an anvil. We can combine and re-roll 1 item. That's it. One. Okay. Now, if we change magic bullet, if we go into the anvil room, we can combine our magic bullets into a magic bullet plus, which would honestly do a lot more damage to the bosses. Okay. Now, in order to make that go faster, we would need to pair it up with something else like laser. Autonomous Grimoire probably is not going to do what we want it to do right now, but it is possible. I tell you what, let's go to the anvil room and we will test the theory, okay? First, let's try to get a little bit of money from our little potted plants here. We didn't get anything. Okay, reforge randomly reforge spells or increase it. We have the ability to increase it, and that doesn't cost any money, okay? Now, we can re-roll that spell into something else if we want to, and this is a plus spell. Anytime you go to re-roll something, it re-rolls into the same classification as what this spell is. If it's a common spell like a normal rarity, it will re-roll into another common normal rarity spell. If it has a plus next to it, it will re-roll into another plus. If it's a rare spell, it will re-roll into another rare. And if it's epic, it will re-roll into another epic, okay? I am gonna re-roll this autonomous grimoire and I get a wand spirit. Unfortunately, this is not going to do anything for me, okay? Wand spirit allows me to automate stuff, but that's not what I want. I'm gonna put magic bullets and laser together, and I'm gonna put split on them, which will likely cost me more mana than I'm willing to spend. But you can see here, what I'm doing is I'm debuffing things with my magic bullet, and I'm hitting them with the regular laser. If we take rebound off, it's going to reduce the amount of room clear that we get because it's just not reflecting all over the place. But I still have chain lightning, I still have split, and more importantly, things are gonna get poisoned from everything. So it's gonna help me with room clear too. I'm just gonna need a little bit of dodge. We could go for relics here, but honestly, we're missing a whole lot of value from coins. If we don't get the ability to go to a shop, we're gonna be pretty much in no man's land in terms of decision making, okay? Now, you say to yourself, well, relics could be great. See, they can. They could be extremely good. But what if you get a relic that doesn't help you? Money will always help you, okay? Always, if you don't have any of it. You ever heard that old adage, you know, people with broke people say money ain't everything? It's true, okay? you basically, money can't buy happiness, okay, but the lack of it will bring certain sadness, okay, because you'll be broke and hungry. So that was pretty easy. We had two different projectiles. He was getting debuffed and he was getting poisoned the whole time. And now we have the ability to get a second wand, which gives us more of a spell slot. So right now we have 5 slots, okay? We also have 50 MP and 10 regen. This is 100 MP and 12 regen. This is 70 MP and 11 regen. The cast interval is faster on this, and the cooldown is longer, okay? So we can cast the spells faster, meaning it would go from the first one to the second one quicker, but the cooldown would take a little bit longer. This gives us ridiculous amounts of extra damage at no cost in extra mana, but it reduces our crit rate. We are not trying to build a crit rate, okay? This gives you concentrated, by the way. Scatter negative would make it to where your direct line of sight would be more narrow, and toy blade, when you shoot stuff, that things would go all over the place. Now, we'll admit, a scatter of plus 15 will move stuff all over the place, but this toy blade has much better cast interval on it, and I think it's okay. It still gives us a boost in mana, so we're gonna take it instead, okay? And we're going to remove rebound, and we're going to put our setup back just like we had it, okay? And now when we shoot, it is a little bit faster, all right? Now, if we took away magic bullet here and just did our lasers and did rebound, room clear changes a little bit more. So this is gonna be better for bosses. This is gonna be better for room clear, okay? That's pretty much how we are going to approach it. Let's try to kill these guys and see what we get from this room in terms of relic. Ouch. That kind of hurt. That's all right, though. These little butterflies are hard to hit with a laser. And, okay, we've got an Endless Elixir, which is a rare relic, which is really nice. But ask yourself, how many potions am I getting right now? So it's not a lot. Realistically speaking, we are already low on HP, so restoring 5 HP might be okay, but we get hearts, okay? So I'm actually going to go with the movement speed just to help in terms of that. And I really wish I would have taken this before I would have got the heart, but I don't think it's a big deal. 2 keys, we're saved. We are saved. We have 26 bucks and an anvil ahead of us, and I think it's time to re-roll spells again. Okay, let's see if we can get some extra cash here. Constantly want to upgrade and get yourself to the point to where you can kill bosses swiftly, okay? We're going to re-roll Wand Spirit, and we get Eye of Kthulu. This is a great spell. It's going to work very, very well for us. In terms of everything else, let us trade out one of the rebounds. Pillars of Light is not going to be any good. Damage boost is absolutely what I wanted, and I will go for another Venom. That's perfect. Okay, so right now we have the ability to increase damage straight up, and we also have the ability to summon a pet. Now I want to show you something. Kthulu specifically, if we put Kthulu here and put Venom in here, and we summon Kthulu, the head of Kthulu is going to be a summon that stays with you. If you take him out of your inventory, okay? If you completely take him out of your inventory, guess what? He's still gonna be there. He's gonna go with you to the next room. It's pretty good, okay? So now magic bullets are going to have more value again, because if I take magic bullet and change this out, you'll see that the DPS is about 168 right now, 176. Watch when I hit this. Okay, right now it's gonna scale like crazy. Well, the DPS actually went down again. I guess because it reset. Hold on, 168 was it? Oh, I can't actually turn it off right now. Wait, let's let it build up again just for a second, just to show you that I'm not crazy. Okay. There we go. 207, 216, 258, 281. See, now all of a sudden Kthulu is doing a bunch more work because we are debuffing things that he's actually hitting. It works out very well. Let's go ahead and change this Chain Lightning to Split. That way I'm gonna be debuffing more things as he kind of does stuff. There we go. You can see he's already doing good work for us. Uh-oh, these guys are trying to hit me from the back. No back shots on my watch, boys. Nope. Sorry, that was kind of crude. Listen, it's early in the morning. I had good coffee. It's great. All right, we got more mana and Accelerator. Both poor choices, to be honest. We got some shield, which is great because it's going to help us get a blood relic on our first room. And now we just need to find a little bit of hearts. So, do I like all of my setup right here? Honestly, it's all right. I think a bigger wand would benefit us, but we don't have that option. Getting some curses for relics might be good here, but I'm kind of scared. You know what? I'm going to take a risk. We got 3 curses and 1 bad relic. When completing levels with damage, okay, Grim Wager is okay. We just can't take damage. A bomb appearing nearby is bad, and movement speed is bad. This intercepts some projectiles for us, so I guess it can be okay. I think we are going to go with HP boost. Okay, we got to be careful that these things don't kill us. There we go. So far, it's all right. So far, Kthulu is doing good work for us. Doing very good work. Now that we're debuffing everything with damage and letting him do the brunt of the work, it's working out pretty good. And it's very mana conservative, too. We don't have to worry about how much mana we're doing. I will say that the limited range on the magic bullets are kind of tough to deal with. So we might actually switch up. We might switch up a few things here. We might change some stuff out. Hopefully we just get a big wand from the boss and we go from there. Will Kthulu damage my little buddy? He sure does. So we're gonna have to resummon him, which isn't a problem here. We just resummon him real quick. I can't do it with split. I could do it with speed though, accelerator, and this might make him a little bit faster. Honestly, I don't know how it works for that, okay? I don't know. Get away from it, Kthulu. He's gonna keep busting with this stupid relic. All right, so let's summon him again, and let's put Magic Bullet on, and we'll try Chain Lightning for a bit. Let's see what this curse is all about. This curse gave me reversed speed recoil. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal, to be honest. And this without split seems kind of bad. Okay, we have 49 coins, plenty enough to go to shops or do re-rolls and stuff at processing rooms. So we will go back to going for relics now. Relics in general will scale your power almost more than spells with the right ones. But sometimes it's really, really hard to get that. Okay, Magic Bullet is pretty good because we can possibly combine that again. But I think we're going to use our key to go to the left here. I think Butterfly is not good, which is what I was about to say. This room's pretty simple. You just move everything out the way. It's kind of just pass on top of everything until it gets out of your way. A little bit of rhyme or reason, but not too much. And then you get a free spell. Pops are amazing. Okay, so Pop Plus is ridiculous. First of all, it's going to give you the ability to summon them with Venom. Second of all, it's going to give you a lot of damage. So what we can do here is we will trade out Magic Bullet for Pop. Okay, and then when we go into another room, we could summon bunches of Pops. Oh, the cooldown is a little bit slow in this one. I forgot. But look how fast. Look how fast they're killing stuff, man. Ouch. I landed on the poison. There goes my shield that I had. I was so happy to have that shield. It's gone now. Okay, Prospector's Pickaxe is good. Okay, I don't have a whole lot of money here, but it is what it is. Now, we want to do two things here. First of all, Cthulhu's coming in with us. But we don't have to worry anything about room clear, okay? So split is only going to hurt us here. Chain lightning is not really a big deal. What I think I want to do is give myself the most mana possible. And I want to summon as many pops as I can. Then I'm going to switch to Magic Bullet, okay? So I'm going to just summon Pop and then go to Magic Bullet. Matter of fact, I could probably get away with summoning both of them. But I'll leave it at that right now, okay? I'll leave it at that. I'm going to summon some Pops, and they're probably going to die with this guy, too. Okay, I summoned two really quick. Now I got a third one. I'm not even going to need to debuff this guy, okay? He's dying immediately, and we just avoided all the poison. We got the Blood Relic Room, or the Scarlet Relic Room. We get a bigger wand now. Star Strider comes with Hand of Kthulu and has a big old mana pool, but look at the cooldown and cast interval. They're enormous. We don't want that. Plus, Magic Conductor is actually a bigger wand, so that is going to solve a bunch of problems for us, really and truly. Okay, so first thing we do, we already know that this is really, really good. We're going to give it Venoms. We're going to give it damage. We're going to give the mana to it, and we're going to give speed. So let's check out what the Scarlet Relic Room is all about. And I don't know if the tutorial is going to allow us to continue. I forget. But I will say that Second Brain is the best item in the game, and it's not available to us. But ask yourself this question again. Are we going to get value from any of these relics specifically? This one, of course we would. Every relic that we choose would be better. Silver Compass, the next room is guaranteed to have a chest or statue. This would allow us to get rid of some of these curses. Are the curses killing us? Actually, they're doing okay. Grim Wager is actually a good thing when you look at it that way. But Merlin's Beard. Merlin's Beard is amazing here. Summon limit X2 does not affect summons from Autonomous Grimoire or Scepter Spirit, okay? So we wouldn't get Autonomous Grimoire summons, but we can normally summon Kthulu. The Skull of Kthulu only has a summon limit of 1. Guess what? We would get a summon limit of 2 here. So I actually think that getting Merlin's Beard is good. The problem with this is we only have 3 HP now. So typically you are going after being able to get shield, and that's okay. Shield is great, man. Shield is great, but we have to have it first. So right now we'll just do this with 2 Cthulhus, okay? And then we'll transfer to Pops. And then when we go into the next room, we'll summon Pops first and foremost and just hide in the corner until we get some more max health. You gotta be a little bit greedy at times to take chances like this. There's also a shop where we can buy some shield. So that's another thing. Again, money is going to help us much more than relics right now because we have a huge handicap, okay? So let's grab the shield. We can grab another Skull of Kthulu here as a rare. And that might actually be good, only because we might be able to process him into a plus. It only costs 20 bucks, so I think we're gonna do that. The other elements right here, not really a big fan of them. I don't think I need them. Let's do this right here. Try to get a few more bucks. And now we just put back on, and we have 2 keys here. I think that's going to be okay. We can't re-roll anything. So do we want Frost Crystal to summon Frost Pops? I think that is going to be really good. Instead of the Venoms, we can put the Frost Pops because we're already getting Venom from our 2 buddies here. So we put the Frost Pops here, and let's see, anything else that we want to do? I think we're okay. I don't think we get any benefit from Chain Lightning on Pops, but it's not hurting us. I don't think it takes any extra mana, huh? No, it sure doesn't. Okay, so we'll keep it there. So we have 10 bucks left. We can go for an Anvil room, and we would get 3 rerolls, but we don't have any other rares to reroll for Skull of Kthulu. So I think we're gonna go for money, okay? I think we're gonna go for money here, and let's add our Pops. Now they're going to be frost enchanted, so it's going to give us some crowd control. Okay. Also, we got some chain lightning that's going to help out. Can't open this door yet. Can't quite open the door, but you can see that our summons are doing all the work, and we get to stay out of harm's way. It works out very, very well. There is a bomb right there. Okay, we have this room is going to be kind of dangerous. It has 30 shield, and I guess we're gonna be pretty good with that, honestly. Let's do that. This time I'll try not to whiff on this. I'll just take my time. Ouch. That was taking my time, believe it or not. Okay. And we out. Perfect. All right, this way. Ouch. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, a little bit of light left. We are good. We get Endless Elixir, which is the thing that we didn't really want earlier. And we got a Autonomous Grimoire Plus. Okay, this is a great reroll target, okay? Very, very good reroll target. I will say this too. We said that the Merlin's Beard, it said it does not affect the summon limit from Autonomous Grimoire. But if we use Autonomous Grimoire to summon Cthulhu's, we would have 3 instead of 2, okay? Because each Autonomous Grimoire has a summon limit of 1. So if we did this instead with Pops, I think it would go over pretty well too. Let's go for max health again, and we will summon books, and they will summon Pops. Actually, that was much slower than I would have hoped. Okay, they are summoning Pops, and they're doing what I wanted them to do, but I will say it's very, very slow, and I don't think I really need to add those into the mix. Now, question: if we got rid of, if we did the Autonomous Grimoire with the Kthulu skull, does it summon more? I don't know. Enemy movement speed boosted, we'll up that. Nothing wrong with some extra money here and some hearts, and you know, the movement speed our pets are handling, and it's fine. We could go to shop now and spend some of that hard-earned money. Now we have another rare spell that we can potentially re-roll. Actually, let's summon another book. And we will summon another book. And now we're going to have 5 Cthulhu's out because we still have our 2 original ones. And we have 1 for each book. Now, the question is, are the Cthulhu's going to stay with us from the book? I'm not sure, actually. Okay, so we have no rerolls, unfortunately. We will get some, but right now we don't have the ability to do that. Okay, so Radiant Bouquet is interesting because it can give us a few different types of elements, but we already kind of have an element spread, so I don't think we need to worry about that. I'm gonna grab the key, and I'm also gonna switch this up real quick with laser, just to do a little bit of money gathering. And let's see, we'll go into the next room. No, it doesn't look like the autonomous grimoires Kthulu summons stay from room to room, so we would have to keep that loaded up. All right, reducing the HP and converting 30% to max HP sounds pretty good. Grants invincibility, gives us scale, unlocks all chests, and removes curses if all curses, and reduces HP set to 1. Okay, so this is actually all right. So let's do this and use the ultimate potion. And then we're going to use the purification potion and get rid of all of these curses. Now, I only have 1 HP left, but don't worry. We have a duplication potion here and a levitation potion. Levitation potion is just meh. We don't need to worry about it. Actually, let's get a coin from here and this coin. Now, this is an opportunity. Duplication, but I'm about to show you a really, really good trick here. Duplication potion actually gives you the ability to duplicate shop items, okay? So if we use it, we actually get double hearts that spawn from each of these, and we're back to full health. It turns out pretty good, right? Okay, so we already know that Autonomous Grimoire just summons a Kthulu. Is that gonna be good? Probably. It's still probably good enough. And I think we can do Venomous Crystal and the Frost Crystal, so it kind of takes its pick. Maybe that'll work out pretty good. And we will go with the Relic Room next, okay? So all we need to do is summon our pets and let them go to town and do what they want to do and stay out of harm's way. Okay? They're going to do all the work for us. Now, I admit, this is some pretty great RNG that I'm getting, but every run is kind of different. You really don't know how it's gonna go until you're in it. And it's all about picking spells that help you to scale power, guys. That's it. Like, you see the kind of risk I'm taking with my health. If I would have died, I would have restarted the run and you'd have never known about it, okay? But for the most part, it is realistically possible on the early difficulty levels to just make sacrifices for power so you can scale, okay? Remove curses if we have 5 different ones. That's not really gonna make any difference here. Now, I'll show you something. I don't have any spells loaded to just break boxes, but if I was really trying to min-max, I would definitely be breaking all of these crates in order to get myself a better chance to get more money and all of that other stuff. I think you could get potions from crates sometimes and possibly keys, but realistically, it's all about keys. I mean, sorry, coins. It's all about coins, really. Okay, so it looks like all of my Cthulhu's are coming out as poison, which are okay in terms of damage. It's just not giving me much options for other stuff here. We're gonna go ahead and take the hit, and we just got rewarded for it because we got shield. If I would have saved my duplication potion for that, I could have doubled those shields, but where is the... Oh, it's down here. I was about to say, what in the world? All right, that's another cool thing, is Hand of Kthulu. This would give me more summons for the Autonomous Grimoires or anything else, but it's not nearly as strong, okay? I mean, not even close to as strong as having all these Cthulhu's out. The Kthulu HP is quite high, especially for this level of the game, okay? So we do have a plus spell that we can reroll in the way of Autonomous Grimoire, but we don't really want to. What we would like to do is combine some stuff if we can get it. I think max HP is important, but an anvil right now could come in really, really clutch. So let's try to do that first. Let's re-roll the stuff that I know I'm not using. Butterfly is one of them. Okay, Arcane Explosion's okay. We got 2 splits. That's also not what we want. We re-rolled Laser into some extra mana. That might be good. Okay, 2 damages are very, very good. Well, it's given me 2 of everything, but not 3 of anything. Let's re-roll the Hand of Kthulu. Okay, now we got a Chain Lightning Plus, which is a definite upgrade. We were already using that, but I'm going to tell you what's even better. And that is to re-roll Chain Lightning. Unfortunately, we can only do this once. And if it's bad, well, it's bad. And it is bad. we don't want it, okay? It's okay, though. We did get some significant upgrades. Now we have Magic Reservoir ×2. So that means we can summon more of our autonomous grimoires quickly. They take 50 mana apiece, and before, I didn't have enough mana to do this. So now I can summon 3 of them relatively quickly when I get into a new room, and it's fine. I will transfer this and change this out to do some damage to these in hopes that I get 3 more so that I could re-roll again, but it did not happen. No such luck, man. No money. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, game, if you want to play like that. It's okay. Autonomous Grimoire and Kthulu goes back down, and we have our mini-boss room. So these guys are going to absolutely just annihilate it. Annihilate it. And what I could do right here is I could swap out to my my book. I mean my my magic bullet, and the next book I summon would summon magic bullets, and that's a pretty quick swap out. I could have also summoned Pops, and that would have been pretty fast too. All right, we grab. Oh, we got the 3rd Kthulu, baby. The world is our oyster. Now all we need is a processing room, and we're gonna have autonomous grimoires summoning Kthulu pluses, which would be absolutely broken at this stage in the game. I mean, absolutely broken at this stage of the game. Okay, let's let them go and do their thing. Cthulhu's are starting to be able to survive some hits from bombs and stuff, which is very, very good. Very, very good. And once you have the 3 books out, you kind of done, man. Now, I really wish I had a second wand here so I could be debuffing stuff. But will he kill? No, he can't. They're gonna kill him eventually, and all I gotta do is just avoid being hit. And these guys will come out and they're gonna suck the life out of him. Perfect. Okay, we'll grab the money, and look, there's an anvil room. We do have more keys. We can take a little bit of damage here, I think. We can take a little bit of damage. Ouch. Ouch. No, don't die on the dang trap room, Z. Man, it makes me need to turn around right now. I should have just turned around while I was ahead, bruh. All right, we got a Mimicry Cube Plus, which is also insane. So, Mimicry Cube Plus can actually make more grimoires that make more grimoires, okay? This is where it starts to get funky. But I think Mimicry Cube with damage is the best possible bet right now, because I don't have enough mana. But books can make books, which would make Cthulhu's. I think that would go actually a little bit harder. We lost all of our summons there, but we can try it out if we do this. Okay, so book makes, oh well, we're not gonna do it yet, but you can see how much mana it's starting to take here. It takes a lot. First, let's go to the processing room. We have 17. We could use this to combine. We want the left side to combine. Okay, so we're gonna combine 3 skulls of Kthulu into 1 skull of Kthulu Plus, and now the mana is too much for me to actually use, even with 2 magic reservoirs. So we cannot do the book in book thing. Okay, it's unfortunate, but we can't. But what we can do is do the damage boost plus, and that's a good thing. All right, so it is what it is, guys. Let's re-roll a few times and see if we can get something better than Volley Plus here. And Troll Serum is perfect. Troll Serum gives hit points to our summoned creatures, which is going to be amazing. So instead of the magic reservoir, we'll add troll serum plus, and let's try to convert some things that we aren't using now, specifically split. Okay, split is not what we want. Thunderstorm's actually pretty good. Mana regen's okay, hover is okay. None of these actually gave us any value, but I will say umbilical cord is going to be nice. The problem is now we can't use this combination without them. So we need to put a magic reservoir in order to get it. We're already scaling to the point to where we can't even do anything about it. So we do have a bunch of spells that we can combine here. A common, a common, a common, and a common. And I think we're going to do that. Let us put those in. And yeah, we're not going to use the umbilical cords. Let's fuse, and it gives us a plus spell of some sort, and it happens to be crit plus, which is not what we wanted, but it's something that we can re-roll potentially. Okay, that's all right. Let us switch to the snakes just to be able to see if we can get some money from these pots, because we're pretty low on money right now. I don't think we are going to generate enough to do anything with, but you never know. All I need is 3 to reroll, huh? Yep, and I only got 1. Sucks to suck. All right, no problem. We go for relics here. Okay, we gotta be careful at all of these projectiles. Our books are gonna block some and stuff too. There we go. It takes us a long time to summon these bad boys. So we might want to take the book out of our inventory to summon 2 of them to get started. Okay, that's definitely something that we want to do, because we want to always keep these out. We're going to add precise shot to this lineup too, because the properties will transfer over to the Cthulus, all right? And we're going to take that right back out and go back to our reservoir here. Let's do, what do we need? Restores 4 MP. For every 2 HP lost, increases all damage dealt by 1%. I think Casket of Souls helps me room clear a little bit faster, and that's pretty important. It's not going to help me on bosses, but right now it's helping a lot. So we'll do that first. Okay. Okay, please kill something. I'm in a pickle here. Ouch. I'm in a pickle. All right, now we have plenty of strength on the board. We just need to make sure that they're doing their jobs, okay? Beautiful. What is this? Casting causes a stronger slow. Not really worried about that. Permanently increase MP. Went up. Good. It could have went down, but it didn't. So we took a little chance. Can you imagine if it would have brought our MP down so low that we couldn't have used it? Our spells. Tracking here is interesting, but not going to help us for what we want to do. It would be good with Shadow Serpent, to be honest, after we swap these out. So for bosses, we could just swap those out and it might be pretty good. We have $4 here, which is not enough for anything. We would only be able to re-roll 1 plus spell 1 time. It's not worth it. We just go for spells here and see if we can get something a little bit better. Okay. These butterflies, man, they are the bane of my existence. Oh, don't die. Don't die, Z. Don't die, don't die, don't die. We had 4 health. Okay. Next time we see those suckers, we're going to have to swap out weapons, guys. That's the only way to do it, because we're going to die if not. Rockin' Ball, pretty good, I will say. I will say Rockin' Ball is pretty good. As a matter of fact, let me swap out to it just to kind of knock out some of these. Oh! Did I? Oh, I must have got, I thought I just died. I must have got hearts and I didn't even realize it. But yes, these poison, these balls with poison can do bad stuff to you. You'll walk over it and, yeah, it's a bad thing, okay? I can't believe, I thought I just killed myself. But apparently I had got a heart. Okay. We're live, guys. We're live and we are kicking. Okay. Okay, we have $7 now. Not enough to go to the shop. We're going to, well, $7. No, we still don't have enough to buy shield. Okay. We still don't have enough to buy shield. Let us let our Cthulhus do some work. Just so it's not those butterfly guys. Alright, the butterfly guy is bad for summon builds. Apparently the anti-summon meta is strong. With the butterfly guys, I never realized that. But, alright, almost got hit by that trap too. That would have been pretty bad. Let's grab all the money here. Okay, beautiful. Let's see. Seed of Greed would help us ultimately. They don't call it greed for nothing, guys. We're going for it. Okay, let us take out these and switch to not the rockin' ball. Okay, let's just break a few boxes here in hopes that we get some coins and not poison the floor, so it would kill us. Those candelabras can actually do it too, but there we go. A little bit of extra money goes a long way, guys. A little bit of extra money goes a long way. All right. Let's swap back. And we are still good in those. All right, cool. Uh-oh, butterflies. Butterflies. We need to swap. Not to that. We need to swap to this. So we can actually shoot. Okay, we can shoot the butterflies as they come. Just in case things get nasty. Okay, we gave away a bunch of our power right there, but I was scared. I was really scared. Last thing I want to do is screw up a new run, man. All right, more money. Another frost crystal. Okay, I'm absolutely chock full on spells, and I have $32, which means going to a spell room right now, probably not too valuable. We don't have any keys, so we can't go, we can't open that chest. So we can go for keys here. Another troll serum is interesting. Let's look at wands though. Energize a wand is not gonna help. This one's MP max 160, but that's also because I have reservoir. But I don't want any of these. I do want to grab the key. And I guess I can quickly swap this out. And try to get some extra cash here. No such luck. Hey, $2 instead. I could grab this, the troll serums. I'm gonna pick over the chain lightning that I have. Okay. Actually, let's drop the chain lightning, add the Kthulu plus back, and then I can get rid of. Let's get rid of Rockin' Ball, since it's bad with the poison thing. And we'll just put Kthulu back in Troll Serum. That way, the Cthulhus that I summon here are going to be... Actually, you know what I can do? Let's take Venom out for a second and add Frost. And I'm going to summon Cold Ones instead for more crowd control, okay? At least one. And then I'm going to put the Venom back and then swap out to my books. And now it's important to note that as soon as I summon a few Grimoires, I need to switch to Magic Bullet, okay? So that I can debuff this enemy. And that's what I'm gonna go for here, alright? So, without further ado, let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go with the cage. 1, 2. Ouch. All right, it was killing my books. Okay, another book survived. Perfect. Now I'm gonna swap out as soon as I get a minute to breathe, okay? Minute to breathe. We're gonna summon one book with a magic bullet. All right? So he's gonna debuff him with the magic bullet plus. Whoa, went the wrong way here. Okay, the Cthulhus are still killing him. He's debuffed, he's taking extra damage. And, ooh. All right, I think he's dead. We did it, guys. We did it. See? When all else fails, be greedy, all right? Look at this Archmage's wand. That's going to increase our spell cap. And it also has a crit rate of 40%. That's actually pretty good. We are going to just put the Troll Serum right here, but I think that's the end of the run. If I had to guess, I think that's where this tutorial stops. And we go to Pilgrim's Path. Actually, it keeps going. Wow, okay, good. I thought that's where it stops, but I guess not. Great. All right, perfect. Oh wait, maybe? I don't remember actually the way that the Phantom brings you through stuff. Let's see. We will go with Anvil here. Only 20 bucks to our name, but the likelihood of being able to combine stuff is pretty fantastic. Combine 3 identical spells. We don't have 3 identical spells to combine, but we can try to re-roll these plus spells. Rebound, I don't need. Forced cooldown would help me summon the books faster, but I don't think that's what we want. Okay, another Troll Serum Plus is actually really good. We're out of money here, but hear me out. Let us swap to... Notice how slow the cooldown is on this compared. It's really, really slow, but it's still worth it because all I'm doing is summoning, okay? So we didn't get any extra money out here. That means we can't re-roll anything, unfortunately, but it could be worse here. Could be worse. Another Troll Serum instead of Magic Reservoir is okay. This cost us 80. So I would only be able to cast 2 books. I think it's still all right. But we're going to take this out for now and just summon 2 new Cthulus because I have a new Troll Serum. And now I will put the Venom back and put the Autonomous Grimoire back. And, well, oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Yeah, crap. I tried, guys. I tried. If that would have been the thing to get me extra money, then I would have been able to process and it would have been great. Okay, we got 2 books out now and 2 more Cthulhus. Yeah, we're going to be just fine here. Just fine. Not bad for 1 wand, huh? Now all we have to do is focus on dodging. That's another thing. Summon runs, really and truly, all you have to do is focus on dodging and it works out really well. That way you don't get hit nearly as often and your pets kind of do the work for you and it works out well. Now another thing we can do is something I haven't really showcased yet, is that for books, we can swap out Cthulhu's and keep the books out for the magic bullet, and I don't think these go anywhere. Like if I just do that, see how they're still out? So you can make that swap anytime you want and just get a little bit more. You would have to summon another book to do it, but we have a summon limit of 6 on the books, so it's not a big deal. So you summon a book and you summon another book, and then if you wanted to, you just swap out. Now that you have extra Cthulhus and they can summon the debuffs, but these guys are doing plenty of damage, so plenty of damage. Okay, we have 1 key. We could go into the extra room. Cloud Piercer is okay, but I think I'm gonna do Merlin's boots here. Definitely don't want to improve visibility because it just makes the game look smaller. Proliferation Potion allows me to get more potions. Holy Water removes a curse. We will use that. Okay, and this is Agility Potion, gives me movement speed. We get a Crit Potion, because we're getting extra potions now because the Endless Elixir is going off, all right? And oh, I forgot. Now I just realized it. My health went back up earlier because I had the tree spirit pendant. I forgot all about that. Now I realize why I got it. Okay. Hey, sometimes I just miss stuff. Okay. So this is another example where we could definitely be greedy and try to get much more than we deserve. But you got to look at the rewards and see, okay? If we were to get this reward or this reward or this reward, it would be very, very much worth it. We're going to grab scatter. And we're going to hit this one time. Okay, one time. 32 is a little bit too much to pay. Please don't get that Meteor Plus. Please don't. Thank you. Oh, a cursed chest. Recall 100%? It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, we can't afford any more. If we had an invincibility potion, we could use it there to re-roll again without taking hearts. But I think it's asking for it. Okay, we're going to grab some shield and a key here, I think. We should grab hearts, is what we should do. But shield, I think, is the most important out of all of them in terms of... well, let's see if we can actually just get enough money to buy that key. Key would have been good, but I really need the shield for survivability. Oh man, this scatter is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Oh, this might actually help too. Okay. Anything that we could use here? We can actually use this. There's the wealth potion. That would gain us coins, but that would not help. Holy water removes, resets a relic, invisibility potion. I think I'm gonna, I don't have enough for the key, so I might as well get the conversion potion here. We're gonna use it, and we're gonna get some extra shield. And then we're gonna go on about our business. So yeah, it's unfortunate that we didn't have enough for the key, but you know, it is what it is. That's all right. I think we'll go for money here, because, as I told you before, need money for everything. Need money for everything. These guys are dying pretty fast, with all things considered. I forgot how far normal actually goes with difficulty, man. I wasn't expecting to do this part of the run. I thought it stopped at the cage fight, but apparently it doesn't. Apparently it doesn't. And you see, as the longer I stay, the more of those I could summon. Ultimate potion is disgusting, man. Let's do that. Well, we need more health, if possible. We did not get more health. I can still use it. I would have just rather heal a little bit. And it's possible that I get rid of these. Oh man, this is so slow. So slow. I was trying to get a little bit extra from these things, but no, it's no good. All right, so let's do... Oh, you know what? I can also drink this Tears of the Goddess potion in hopes that I get another potion. No, I did not. Just because of the decanter. Okay, I will use that just to get the extra, and I did get one more. Unlock all lock chests. That's great. This will actually unlock this without me taking damage. You could use that on curses too, by the way. Temporarily increases MP. I don't need that. But oh, I am going to try to get... Okay, Reforge. Ooh, Reforge is great. Okay, so we got to be careful with how we use this, but realistically, we can get rid of all of our spells that we want to keep, like Pop Plus, like Magic Reservoir, like the other Magic Reservoir, and like Magic Bullet, okay? And then we can use the Reforge potion to reforge everything that was in our inventory, and then we pick these spells up again, and we have a different stuff that we can look at. All right, we didn't get anything that's amazing, but I ain't gonna lie, multi-shot is pretty dang good in order to summon grimoires faster. How much are we really benefiting from the venom crystals? At this point, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with a 1. They'll have less venom ultimately, but I think it's going to be worth it. And we're going to try to just use multi-shot. And now I have insufficient MP for it. Okay. If we take that away and put that, we get Magic Reservoir, and I can summon twice. Okay. It does summon 2 at a time, but it really MP cost 150, so it does save me mana, believe it or not. So it's 150% for double cast. Okay, but it's important to know that the autonomous grimoires actually summon 2 Cthulus. But I don't know. Well, no, because it doesn't affect Merlin's beard. I don't know. We'll see on the next room how this goes. Okay. No, it didn't summon 4. It did not summon 4, but it's still 50% cheaper than using it twice myself, which it equates differently with the Magic Reservoir. But I think it's fine. So if I put the Magic Reservoir down, then I get the more mana, and I can use the spell twice in a row. Or I can take the Magic Reservoir out and then just use it, double cast it again. Okay, Black Hole we will take. The other one, we really don't need it. And we're full, so it's just another common spell. I think we go with coins here. Any day now, book. There we go. All right. These guys are going to get pretty nasty. But they block a lot of shots for me, too. That's another good thing about summons. Yes, yes. And I know I just did a summon build, so you guys that are not new to Magicraft, that did not want a new save file, are probably like, Z, you just did a summon run, it's boring. I know, guys, I know. Look, we're going to see how this goes because there was a big request for it, and it just goes to show, like, you know, the only comparison that I have right now in terms of gameplay is Joe, okay? Joe's very inexperienced with the game. It's not his fault. He just hadn't played 500 hours like I have, okay? So early game decisions are very, very different when you have game knowledge. They're, you know, they're a ton different. And ultimately, I think it will benefit new players just to see how I play, but it's more of a decision-making method than the actual decisions I make, right? And that's what I'm trying to teach you guys. So I don't know if I need a long series, you know, showcasing different things like that. Casket of Souls level 2 is okay. Electrified Crown realistically is better for bosses in general. This is one of the best boss items in the game because of the damage, like percent damage it does. And right now we could definitely use that. Okay, we also have a Petrification potion, which is so good with summons, because once you summon everything, then you just go into petrified form and you let them kill, and it works out very good. Okay, this is a sort of a hard boss. Okay, we just have to be careful not to die. Thank you for opening that hole for me, guys. Ouch. Took a hit there, but not that bad. Okay. See, we aren't even using magic bullets right now, so you know the game is not just hard for us. Oh my goodness. Another Kthulu plus. The game's just giving it all to me, guys. It really is. We're gonna trade that out for Rockin' Ball. And we're also gonna trade this volley for... Well, wait. Get rid of the Rockin' Ball. Get the volley. Keep the venom. Trade the precise shot for it, just in case. We'll keep the venom just in case. Alright. Don't think we need any more spells, but if we got another Kthulu plus, we would have a Kthulu plus. I don't think our wand could even support it right now, but I think it's more. It's worth more than adding to our total money, which is 47. Again, I'm just balancing stuff. If I have the ability to go to a shop and increase my survivability, my power level, or just become more flexible, it's worth it. Now, this becomes infinitely more valuable when you have the ability to reroll the shop, okay? And that comes with a little bit of meta progression, but after your first run, you'll have it. So you can open that up almost immediately, and it gets a lot better. Okay, let's see. Okay, neither of these are anything that I care about. So we have 53 bucks. We'll go to the shop again. And you might be saying max health would be good right now, Z. Yeah, I suppose. But we really don't need it. We're trying to stay in the shield territory now, so I think that's better. We're gonna grab this key as well, and we don't have enough for this wand, but I don't think we can get real big right now anyway for the wands. And I knew what it was, and it's not that great. I mean, it's better than what we have, but I think it's actually shorter. I'm not sure. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this is a 9 slot. Yeah, it would have been shorter. So yeah, not even as good. All right. Fine, 1 max health. Now, typically we would be going for max health so that we can spend it in the Scarlet Relic room, okay? On my higher level gameplays, that's exactly what you want to do. And you want to do that mostly here too, but I know that this is the last boss right now, and it doesn't matter about the Scarlet Relic room because, well, after this boss, we're going to be teleported to the beginning of the game, and we're not going to have to go any further. So, yeah, it is what it is. When you can manage to get epic relics, you definitely want to try for those, but how many keys do we have? 2? I'll use 1 here. Wealth potion. Perfect. We get more money for that. And we'll grab the petrification potion again. We'll grab our extra hearts. We'll go to money. I could have saved that potion, but I only have 1 potion slot right now. And I want petrification for the boss because it's actually really good. Also, one thing that you'll notice about game knowledge too is knowing the boss patterns and what they do and what they expect. So this boss has 2 phases, and once you get through his first phase, he's going to do like this. Once you get him down halfway, he's going to do this screaming thing that kills all of your pets. So you're going to have to resummon, including the 2 Cthulhus that we have that aren't from books, okay? So it's going to kind of derail our efforts quite a bit, but we'll be prepared for it, okay? We will be prepared. Don't even worry about it. They just dropped us a potion. What is it? I think it's just resets a chosen relic. Okay, so here's another pro tip, okay? Even though I hate those words, it reminds me of the guy Bobby that does all of the health food reviews. My wife watches Bobby. Bobby approved on his app. He's not my kind of, I don't know, man. He ain't my bag, okay? I ain't hating on the man. Not openly, at least. I got respect for all creators, okay? He's just not my favorite creator. Anyway, so let me quit creating internet drama about other YouTubers. Okay, we're gonna pick up this reset potion here, and we're gonna use the reset potion on the Seed of Greed. The Seed of Greed is maxed out already, okay? The only benefit of keeping it is trying to level it up to get even more max HP out of it, but this doesn't take away your max HP when you gamble out of it. And I'll show you how that works, okay? So we still have the same amount of HP, and now we have a 4-leaf clover, which gives me an 11% flat chance to dodge attacks. It's one of the better relics in the game, especially when you level it up. It just becomes silly good, all right? Like very strong. These guys will try to pull you in the pit, so watch it. And that purple stuff will confuse you and make your controls reversed, which, even though you're prepared for it, it's actually kind of hard to mentally prepare for it. Like, you think like, okay, up is down, left is right, but it's much easier in theory than it is practice. Look, another 4-leaf clover. Now, this is the type of decision that you often have to make, and it's very hard. If you find that you aren't doing a lot of damage, okay, like if you find that it's taking too long to kill bosses, 20% damage would be very important right here, okay? But dodging attacks, I have limited resources, and I definitely am more worried about not getting hit and letting my pets do the work than actually having my pets do 20% more damage. So for this specific instance, I'm gonna take an extra 4-leaf clover, but you would have to make that determination for yourself, okay? You definitely would. Okay, do we have another rare plus spell that we can reroll? No, we don't. We have all common spells. But if we get that extra room, we can combine them, and we did not get it. It's unfortunate. Okay, so we can randomly reforge some of our spells, or we can try to combine them, and we don't have any to combine right now. Let's try to let's try to do some of these, the ones that we aren't using. Hand of Kthulu Plus is nice. Man. Alright. I think I would rather use the Pops than the Cthulus, okay? Floating Wisp. I still have plenty of money to use here. Energy saving reduces damage too much. Now, this is interesting. I'm not using Venom right now. But, yeah, I'm gonna reroll it. I'll reroll it. Duration I don't need. Volley I don't need. Scatter I don't need. Split I don't need. Rainbow I don't need. Hover I don't need. Precise Shot Plus I don't need. Laser Plus don't need. And we got another plus, a Pillar of Light Plus. But none of that did anything for me, unfortunately. And we just used a lot of money, but you know what? That's all right. That's all right, guys. You got to take chances. You got to try to get upgrades when you can. Okay. Got to try to get the upgrades when you can. What is this? MP costs 115. That might actually break my summoning, because I am going to have to recover quite quickly when the boss kills all of my summons. Remember I was talking about that? It's going to be difficult to do if we're not careful. So I'm going to avoid doing that, all right? I'm going to avoid doing that for now. I think it's the safer play. Okay, one last wave, I think. And we get a spell option. Neither of these or what I want. We have more Anvil, or we also have more shop. We only have 22 bucks for the shop. I think we go with the Anvil here and try more rerolls, okay? So, let's try to do what we were doing earlier and swap this out for something that we could use. Okay, it's getting close. Let's reroll Arcane Explosion. Frost Crystal Plus is nice. I suppose that's all we can get. I suppose that's all we can get. Okay, you know what? Let's try. Did not get any money for it. I was gonna try to get a Magic Bullet Plus Plus, but it just didn't work out, guys. It did not work out. Okay, so I don't know if Troll Serum is going to be as effective as something like Frost Crystal Plus, okay? Because it is gonna add some to the to my crowd control, but we don't really need crowd control for the last boss that we're about to fight. Honestly, we would be better off with Venom, I think, because remember, our guys are gonna die anyway. Okay, our guys are gonna die anyway, and I think it's better to do that. So we'll have to restructure our setup pretty quickly, but so what the plan is, we have the Petrification potion. We will summon stuff and let them and dodge stuff, and then when the fight becomes hard and he resets, we'll resummon and we'll petrify, and we should be able to kill him. Okay, that's the plan. The indescribable. Okay, here we go. Summon, summon, and summon. Okay, now I'm going to summon with my magic bullets, and now they're going to debuff, and now I'm actually going to get rid of both of these and just dodge for a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to dodge for a little bit while they kill him. Just about dead. And I'm ready to resummon my Cthulhu's here. Okay, my Cthulhu's are just tanking all those hits. Oh, great. He's going to do his deal. All right. He's going to do his scream. He killed all of my summons. Now I Uh-oh. The resummon wasn't finished. I repeat, the resummon wasn't finished. Okay, I'm going to do this again now. Gonna resummon my guys. I need one more set. One more set. As you can see, things are getting a little hairy here. One more set of summons, and now I go to my Petrification potion. And I'm gonna allow them to just do their thing, okay? I got 25 seconds of indestructibility with all of my summons doing constant damage to him, and it's pretty much over. Pretty much over. 14 seconds left. 10 seconds. Hey, no problem. Now I can now I can move anytime I want. All right, so we got a bunch of meta progression. Now stick around because I'm going to show you how I would use this, okay? So we go to the end. I'm skipping past the story because you guys have seen this if you played the game before, or if you've watched Joe's videos, because he did the whole narration with equipped with voice acting and everything. I could probably do some voices, but you know. All right, so we skip all of this, and now we can talk to her and we can unlock different things. Now you have all of these that are available to activate up front, okay? But we don't have any of the cores. So when you end up going through the game, just like I just did, all right, you end up beating it and getting a core here. And you can spend it on any of these. So picking up a spell, choose from a selection of 3. Elemental spell pack is good. Supply pack is also good. And triggered spell pack is probably the most impactful, okay? So if I had to choose between any of these 4 for your first rewards, I would choose this one, okay? Because being able to do things like use Echo or Serial give you chains of spells, and your projectiles get much, much, much stronger. After you talked with Vivian, you want to increase wand slots immediately, okay? You want to give wand slots, and you only need 200 to get a second one, so it's not really hard to do that. Inventory slots are important, and healing upon entry, all of that stuff is good. So if you have the stuff for it, you can always get it, but you can reverse it and anytime that you want and try to get wand slots. So just max that out, but make sure you get as many wand slots as possible, okay? That'll just give you not only inventory space, but the ability to do multiple things at one time, like not having to switch spells out of the same wand. And as for Lion here, oh, he gives you a core. So you can go to the chaotic core immediately and activate our triggered spell. Beautiful. I forgot all about that. He gives you that. And when you talk to him again, he gives you the ability to use these things. And we have 15, okay? So, starting with keys, probably the most impactful. Potion capacity is also good, but not it. We want to do 2 things here, mainly. We want shop refill, so purchasable item refresh, time 2. And we don't have a lot of spending money here, so we'll get the keychain. And we do have 9 left. I don't think potion capacity is as good as shop refills here. So I went with 2 shop refills and 1 key chain, okay? So now you start the adventure with a key, and so you don't need to go to a shop before you actually see the first chest or the first secret room, which can give you a very, very good spell upgrade and so on and so forth. And Namio doesn't do anything for you. Then when you go into the dungeon at any time, you actually get the practice room that unlocks on your right. and that'll be next time. But you don't have any other thing besides your defaults right here, but I do believe you get your costume the next run you go through, and you can start changing classes and things. But essentially, guys, that's how I would play the game for the first time. If you want more of these videos for new save file, please let me know in the comments. I would love to appease you. They're not going to come all the time. In fact, the next video, no matter how much you guys like this one, is going to be a regular run at the end, okay? The next Magicraft video. But tomorrow's video is probably going to be Sephiria. I got rain for a few days here, and I want to play some Sephiria. There's some new content out, so be on the lookout for that. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me some dap on that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more daily videos. Thank you so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.